Hello everyone and welcome back to Niche Secrets of the Swamp, and we are here with our quickly growing tribe. I'm not super happy about how many creatures we have right now. I think we need to slow down the breeding just a bit, but because we are switching out to some younger breeding pairs like Mossy and Shadow, who are both still quite young, or even some of our other creatures. Hopefully that'll give us a little bit of time to let the population decline naturally. We have quite a few older creatures as well as quite a few younger ones, and I kind of just want to let that population dip down just a little bit because it's going to be hard to sustain this many creatures all at once. Unfortunately, this is Kirku's last turn. He can't actually swim. Yeah, I tend to associate the platypus beak with water creatures, but they actually have to have the water body too, and that's a little bit of a mistake. But we're gonna go ahead and start a new day here, and we'll have to bid farewell to Kirku, I'm afraid, but hopefully this bearyena will not do us too much trouble either. And of course, okay, and there's so much sleeping sickness going around. It's not a good thing. Alright, you are blind. You need to go somewhere where you could actually attack, probably. Who took damage? It was you. It was Dukiro. Alright, so I'm going to start off by having our creatures gather, and then we'll go deal with the bearyena, because we need to make sure we're going to have enough food here. And it looks like it's Lana's last turn as well. Is there anyone we want to send over here? I don't really want Mara to have to gather from the poison bushes, so maybe we'll have her kind of make her way around and see if she can find any other roots to dig up, because her digger paw should come in handy. Now, we were going to bring our cat head pair, our purse snout, that's the name for it. Our purse snout pair, we'll bring them up that way, and we'll have them kind of hang out in this nest here. And then you can't actually gather there. I'm going to have you gather some of these berries because we need to make sure we've got to have enough food. You definitely need to attack. You also need to attack. There we go. And I guess we don't have to have you go after the berry. Well, I mean, obviously we don't have to have you go after the bearyena because it's dead now. But let's see. Oh, we've got another dead crabbit, so that's good news for us. And you can try and crack that coconut, but unfortunately without success. Is there any further dig spots around here? That's my question. I don't really see any, but maybe you can come over here and get that crabbit there, and then we'll bring you this way and just see. We'll try and keep our blind creatures kind of close together. And I do want these guys... Oh, we need to be careful because we don't want Mary here to spread her sickness, so I'm going to actually have her step over here. Hopefully she won't spread it to Mossy there, but she might, and then we'll keep Von Kirvan close to Cece here. And then Mary, we decided, is going to be kind of kind of an extended part of this family. I'm actually going to destroy the nest that Lysray is in, and then do we want to breed her with anyone? She has C and F. We're kind of going to merge our purse snout family with our platypus beak family because the platypus beaks aren't really finding that much food, and I kind of want to move everyone inland, so we'll see. So C and F. Let's look at our purse snout creatures. E and C, I mean, she could breed with Tatakir, or Takukir. We could have them breed, and they'd have a decent chance of having the ram horns, or maybe even the antlers. The fertility, or Takukir's fertility is not the greatest, though. That's from Rorota, and unfortunately he got the worst of that, so let's see if perhaps... Gosh, he's kind of in a bad spot because he's going to have to step under the coconut tree. Let's hope that doesn't cause him problems. I'm going to go ahead and purr because that way, even if he does get whacked in the head with the coconut, he should be able to heal himself up from it. But we shall see. Iskome. Oh, Iskome actually found a spot. Oh, there are some of the platypus beak spots. Okay, we'll have to have some of them come back for that. You can gather here. In fact, we'll bring you down this way, and we can have you... Maybe, well, we'll have you try and attack the Crabbit here, and she actually took it out, so good there. Who do we want to breed you with? She's a non-breeding creature, that's right. So, who else do we need to have? We don't really have anybody else who needs to do anything, so I think we're actually going to go ahead and we'll start a new day. I'm not going to breed Shadow and Mossy yet. We'll kind of just leave them around here. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to have Night actually dig up, or not dig up, but actually destroy some of the brambles around the nest, and then we'll bring her down here and have our purr snouts give her the healing boost so that we can make sure she'll be alright. And then Kokome here can actually come down here and hopefully make her way towards the sea as well. She actually has the albinism, which is kind of an unusual trait for swamp creatures who are supposed to be pretty dark in coloration. Oh, and there's another bearyena right there, of course. Alright, well, you need to come over here and purr to heal Night, but I'm going to bring Night back up here pretty darn quickly because I do not want to take that risk. Let's bring Mary up here as well. We'll keep them kind of out of the way, and then you, Vanero, can start attacking and maybe try and draw this bearyena away. Do you have any color camouflage? Yes. Does your baby? Yes. So, although the bearyena is, I think, close enough to see anyway. So, Vanero, I'm going to leave him here. I don't want him to take that much damage, but I also don't want him to lock onto these guys. I think we'll actually bring EC down here too and also have her attack, because I'd really rather not the baby take that damage. The baby has the antlers too, which is really kind of cool. Unfortunately, also pretty bad genetics, so or pretty bad fertility, but nevertheless. So let's have you step up here, and then I don't really want to put Rorota there. Is there anybody else we could kind of put in that gap? Maybe Izkome can kind of leap in and help defend, just so that we don't see this bearyena go after the baby. Now, Corey here does need to try and dig some of that food up. And then, is there anything around here? There is. Now, if you're careful around that coconut tree, you might actually be able to benefit from that. But we'll see. If you can actually attack there. I want them to be careful. I don't want them to take damage from the coconut tree, but it'd be kind of good to have them stick around. Now, let's see if Mimi here can come down and find anything to dig up along the shore. Yes, okay, good. We'll have her do some digging as well, and we'll bring Kokome this direction too, and see if these guys can find anywhere to dig up some food. Now, you're going to continue on. I think that actually is going to be Anakome's last day, and because I think the poison is going to get to her here, unfortunately. A lot of our Omegas are kind of taking a risk here because we need to make sure we keep our food level up just due to the sheer number of creatures we have. We also have to send Mary pretty far away because we don't want her to end up too near to the others. So I'm going to put her right there for now, and we'll try and bring her farther away in the future. Now, our purr snouts, maybe we'll have them explore around a little bit because I don't quite want them to start a family just yet. And we'll have you continue to gather and gather up some of this grass too. You never know when we might need some nesting material. Now, we've got to be kind of careful. It looks like this area is fairly blocked off by thorns, so we need to be cautious of that. And Night should have quite a bit of her health restored from that. So hopefully that'll help. We'll bring Lizeray down this way too. I'd like to see some winged swamp creatures. I think that would be pretty cool. But Von Kirvan, why don't you maybe come closer this way, because then you can help out if this bearyena decides he's going to come after someone. And we'll have you purr as well, because we want to make sure Rorota keeps his healing buff so that he'll continue to heal up as time passes. Alright, and Izray here. What was the benefit in having Izray? I think we liked having her antlers, but now we have... Who was it who had antlers? Somebody was just born with them. It's actually Kuvan. So, Kuvan and Izray might be able to breed. And Isray has very good fertility, and so she could kind of counterbalance that. I think we'll do that. So let's put them both on alpha. Oops, she's already on alpha. I keep changing her off of alpha. But she does have the sleeping sickness, so let's bring her a little bit in this direction. And I think, with that said, we can go ahead and probably start a new day. There's really not too much for Nuke here to do. He's kind of just in his secluded spot in the swamp. So we'll go ahead and we will start a new day. Alright, okay. Oh no, he actually completely killed her. I didn't expect that. Oh man, at least he was nearly down, but that... Oh... Oh wait, who's got a leech? Okay, let's see. Okay, it's Rasisi here. So let's have you go ahead and gather that, and then maybe these guys can kind of step away from the tree, because I don't think we really want them getting into that sort of trouble. Now, if you come up here, these guys can clear away some of this grass, and we can kind of make our way that way. We have a lot of blindness in this tribe, and I don't really like that. I kind of want to see us get rid of that. So, yeah, that might be something we want to try and get rid of here. Okay, let's see if Mary can actually move down this way. And Cece should be able to help gather too, because her tail will give her immunity. And then we can bring Isray. Where do we want to bring Isray? I'm going to bring her down this way just a little bit. And we'll make sure we have her keep her distance from Mary. So I'm going to put Mary on Omega, and we'll mark her with the yellow there. Because I don't think I'm going to continue our platypus beak line. Like I have been saying, there's just not quite enough benefit to having it. Because we'd have to breed specifically for the water genetics, and we already have a water tribe, and so just having these guys scurrying along the shore can give us a little bit of a nice boost, and in fact, right now it really has been, but in the long run, as our tribe expands, it's just not going to be worth it. So we definitely want to move them inland, and that's something that we're going to just have to kind of deal with. So let's bring EC back up here, or actually, you know what, I'm going to let Mossy be the one to kind of handle this. How is Mary? None of these guys are getting too old, because I was a little worried she might start to get too old there. But none of them are, I think. So I'm actually going to kind of bring... I'll bring EC up here and maybe have her get ready to swim across, because I think that would be a good thing for her to do. Now, Knight is doing pretty well on her life, so I'm actually going to have her destroy another one of those and then come down for some more healing. There's actually a raised Rana swimming up here. That's kind of interesting. Now, Knight is not a breeding creature. We still don't want her to die too early, but I think she can afford to have a little bit of that damage on her, because it should heal up before she, like, we should be able to get her healed up before she would be in any danger from it, thanks to that purse snout. So that's a good thing. There we go. Let's keep Rysana pretty close. She can try to gather up some nesting material too and clear away grass. And we'll send Duke to... Oh, wow, this place is completely blocked off. The good thing about these guys is that they can actually destroy this and then purr to heal up. Now, the reason I want them to have kind of like a back door here to their nest is because I think having an escape route is going to be important, because we don't want to get blocked into our nest by something dangerous. That's the opposite of what we would want to happen. So we're not gonna mess around with that. We're not gonna take any chances. We're gonna make sure we're keeping that area nice and clear, so that in the event that something disastrous happens, we have the ability to have an escape. Now, okay, you're already pregnant. Let's make sure we purr again, just to make sure that he's continuing to heal, because we don't want him to take too much damage there. And I think that's probably about it for this turn. I'm kind of gonna disperse our healers a little bit, because I want them to be able to be around in the areas that they need to be. So I'm gonna be careful not to leave him near Mary here, but we could have someone purr and heal her a little bit so that she doesn't die so quickly from her illness, even though it probably will still end her life prematurely. So let's go ahead and we'll start a new day. Alright. And lots of healing going on. Oh no, we've lost some of our gatherers here. Perhaps Takukira here can kind of help the situation just a bit. And then we'll have these guys kind of continue to explore a little. Ooh, maybe they can actually take down this Crabbit if they work together. Alright, maybe Corey could jump in and help too. And there we go, we actually got it. I'm never going to complain about getting some extra food. And we've got a dig spot. There's a raised Rana in there. And Kuvan, I think, what I'm going to do with Kuvan is I'm going to put him on... We'll do both pink and orange because this part of the tribe can kind of go either way. And I'd like to get those antlers into the Poison Fang family too, because we see a little bit of the ram horns there, but not a lot. And so I'm going to kind of put them over here. And then what we'll do is we'll actually have Mary, who is sick, come down this way. And maybe what I'll do is I'll have Lassie come over here and actually purr, and that should get her the healing too. We can breed them, and then we'll put Lassie back in that corner, and nobody will be too close to Mary, but she'll still get the benefit of that from the little time they were there. Maybe, wait a minute, we have 2 Marys, I just realized that. Maybe other Mary can kind of come stalk that raised Rana just a bit, and see if there's anything she can do to catch that. Now we'll have Yusuma across. Von Kirvan, why don't you make sure that Knight's healing is continuing to go well? In fact, just go ahead and give all of them a healing buff. There's no reason not to. Von Neuro, why don't you venture this way and see if you can make your way towards towards the other parts of the island where you might be able to have a little bit more luck with finding food. Hopefully you'll be able to do that. And of course, keep gathering here, Rossi. We don't want to run out of our poison berries that have become so important. We want to make sure we've got enough of those to go around. So we're definitely doing a lot better on the food. I'm a little bit less concerned about that. And I don't want any of these guys to actually get poisoned. But we do kind of want to make sure that we have them continuing to explore for an alternate escape route just in case they need it. Because if they have to run, we want to make sure that they have the ability to do so. There's another nest site here and a route for Mara to dig up, so that's good news. And you can gather here and then wait for the next day to come. As long as they're gathering more food, as long as most of our tribe is gathering more food than they're using, we should be good, basically. Now, these guys we definitely want to breed because we want to pass on those antlers. I would like to see those pass into the rest of the tribe, but let's make sure we have their genes set up. So I definitely don't want those blind eyes in there. That's something we do not want to see, and I'd like to avoid passing on those frog feet as well because we don't tend to be a swimming tribe. We don't really want to. We could boost fertility, but I think it'll be better to get rid of those feet because Israel also has them, and she does have the no paw. It's mostly those antlers we want to make sure we're able to pass on. So, let's see. I think we'll probably actually go ahead and end off this episode here for today, I think, because it is about that time again. So, the island's looking a little bit more quiet for the time being. There's less of the insects and less of the bearyenas, but knowing Niche, that's not going to last for long. I imagine we'll have plenty of more action in the next episode. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay. Over and out.